everyone, I'd like to welcome you to a very special video. Today we're going to be doing something different today and starting on a level 3 skiller on the hardest worlds in all of RuneScape. Let's see how this goes, guys. Alright, this shit's not selling, so I'm going to have to try to buy this at home. See if I can sell these for a profit. Alright, well my energy's going up, I'm just going to slowly get some logs. They might sell for some good GP too. Anything to get some starter cash. Oh, look at that, the air runes that we invested in earlier sold. So clay is a level 1 rock that I think will be really good if I turn to soft clay, so I'm actually going to get a bunch of these, and I think it'll be better than a lot of these axes. This might be a really good early moneymaker because house tabs sell for a ton. Full inventory, now we gotta go off and get a bucket of water real quick. I'll drop one more of these. Alright, there we go. Got a little bit of GP from this. Let's just sell one and see what it sells for. So after this we switched off and decided we wanted to do a little bit of skilling, and then we could actually sell the logs for a good amount of money each. Alright, I'm actually going to just bang up 50 fire real quick. I feel like that's the best way to do it. I'm going to do it at oak logs. We'll let the little bit of shit we have sell in the GE and we'll see what we get from it. Oh, look at this bird's nest, nice. Oop, look what I found. I found my first death on the ground. We'll take that for sure. Alright, let's unlock Zaya real quick. Get over there as fast as we can. Then I think there's a minecart right here. You can use minecarts right away, so I'll zoom on over there. Ooh, look at all the stuff that's sold. We are big. So this is the only place in the game you can buy these chef's hats from, and they're incredibly useful for dev mode because a lot of people use them for the GE Pking. I want to see how fast these restock, and if they restock fast, I might hang out here for a little bit. Also, I think the white aprons do as well. Might buy a couple of these, see if they sell for anything as well. That's a funny clue, but it does sell for something actually. Might as well rock the drip. A bit of a skiller look, I feel like. Alright, we're gonna insta-sell one, see if they sell for any. Look at that, 25k for one of those. Oh my gosh. Let's see, let me sell 3 for 25k. Oh my gosh. Alright, 50 fire making. If you haven't already guessed it, we're going to be going over to Wintertodt. I can't finish this off because I actually need Herbler to do this because I need the potions in the new Wintertodt. Alright, time to do some agility. 2 laps and I'm like 20 agility. It's actually insane how much levels I get. 30 agility right there, hell yeah. Quick way to complete the quest. Let's go right here. Here we are finishing off like the first quest on the account, and we actually get 20 Herbler right away off of this. Alright, finishing up my first game. Should get a good amount of XP for this, and we've gotten so much construction. 26 off just one game. It's insane. You get the construction from like fixing the braziers. Here, I'll fix one right here and show you. Probably get 27. Yep, it's insane. There we go. Oh, my first piece. Alright, here we go. 90 fire making. We end up getting that level and also a ton of other levels. We could even get this all the way to 99. We have a ton of protection left and could easily get to 99 from here, but I got a bunch of crates to open, so I'll probably open the crates after I do a little bit of other skilling. I want to get my levels up a little bit so I can get a little bit better of food drops. So I'll go do some research on that and see what levels I need to get, you know, certain things, and then from there I'll start opening some crates. Alright, so after some research, the big item I really want from this is tome. So what I'm going to need to do is get a tome, and the little items I can actually just use for the training at the low levels, and they're all expensive because everyone's trying to use them. So I'm just going to search this up and we'll see what we get, and I'll just leave it on the whole time. I think there's single search and then there's big search, but I'm just going to single search, see if we get lucky and get any tomes. I think the limestone are worth a lot actually too, because like all the early level things like anchovies, you can cook those at level 1. Logs are worthless, but the food is good. Oh, there we go. Collection log. Warm gloves. Toss these on. Another item. Collection log. The irrits actually sell for a bunch too. All these early level things are pretty good. I can use them myself too. I'll probably use all these skilling supplies myself. Oh, there we go. That's actually worth a lot. The burnt pages, they sell for a good bit because not a lot of people use them. We do Wintertodt. Like, as you can see, Wintertodt's pretty dead. Oh, looks like we got some more burnt pages. That's really good. Take all the burnt pages. trying to save up enough to buy one of the charms. The charms help increase the skilling and all that. Pretty sure pure essence might have a little value. Seeds might have some value as well. But here we go, more burnt pages. Definitely take any burnt pages. Just some coins. Starter cash is pretty good though. We'll take all of that. Let me see how much I can get for these burnt pages, but we'll make a quick trip to the GE, I guess. And I think a lot of my stuff actually sold. Yeah, holy shit, like everything sold. So let me just throw that in my inventory, and we have some good cash to start off. All right, small nets probably sell for a little bit, and we're gonna do a little bit of fishing just so we can get some early levels. Let me drop these. All right, we're gonna stop at level 20. It'll be much better because then we can just go off and do fly fishing and other stuff that's way quicker than net fishing. So we have a little bit to cook as well, so we're just gonna focus on getting these skills up as fast as possible with the rest of the 6 hours. Also, so I don't mess up the skiller account, let me real quickly stop gaining XP, combat experience. Yep. Yeah, doesn't work, no XP. So here's what the bank's looking like. Not too much, but we got a decent cash stack, and also I think some of these seeds sell for a lot, but we're gonna end up using all these herbs and stuff. 30 quick cooking real quick. It was so quick to get this. I got it with like maybe 20, 30 of these anchovies. You get so much XP per. This is such an important mini quest. Definitely gotta do this. This is like gonna be so much XP. Oh, just like that, 33, and brought me right to 500 total. That's an insane amount of XP. Just 1k, but the like multiplier makes it so much higher. Look at this. So I'm gonna do a couple quests here before the breach starts. I have a little bit of time, like 40 minutes. I can probably bang out a couple quests. All right, there we go. Look at that. Oh my gosh, 51. That XP was insane. Look at that. That is crazy. Oh my gosh. I'm doing some more quests. I can probably make tons of profit off this, so I'm gonna spend like 50k in my cash stack and see how many we can get for 50k. In worst case scenario, we'll use some of them, but I know we can at least sell a little bit of them. So this training crossbow is actually best in slot Fashionscape for if you're a skiller on 07, because with it you can't use attack options if you just have an arrow. All right, it's almost breached, but I can squeeze in one more quest, and then I'm gonna go to GE in case I need to get a teleport anywhere. But there we go. Get a little XP lamp. I think we're gonna throw all XP lamps in like Slayer. Probably the best bet. 4k Slayer gets us up to 35. Not bad at all. Bought a looting bag now for really cheap, so we can see if we can use it at the breach. Oh, you can pick up items. Nice. All right, we are doing this for sure. I wasn't sure because there's so many motherfuckers on this shit, so you just have to like look where things die and then try to pop up on them. All right, so the breach is over. We'll get our last minute loots, and I'm gonna hop on my alt account and get some kills. Look at all this absolutely insane loot we got from breach. It's well over $1 mil, and yeah, it's just so worth doing these breaches. I'm gonna keep going back to these. All right, this should finish off our mysteries, and we can get some more quests going. So with deadman mode, especially when you're in your first 12 hours of protection, I highly recommend doing a bunch of quests as fast as you can, because the quests actually have like ×10 or ×20 XP rates at low levels, and you do get that with the quest XP reward lamps. So it's very important to utilize this, and a way to get a lot of your skills up quick is just by doing some questing in some early levels. Alright, this should give an absolute load of XP. It's like so much XP from this. I'm interested to see how far we'll go up. Yeah, look at that, 58, and then we also got 41. Not too bad at all. We'll definitely take that. Alright, this should get us well over 50. This should get us an insane amount of smithing XP. Let's see how much. 59, that's crazy. That is insane. We'll definitely take it. Looks like we just passed the 3-hour time frame, and we have 750. Let's see if we can get all the way to 1k. Something that you can do is if you change your respawn to here, you can respawn at Grand Exchange by talking to this guy. So here we are finishing off another easy quest. The only challenge with this quest was actually doing the boss here. I had to recoil it down, and then also I can use combat experience because I don't gain combat experience
What I do is I just hit it with a mage spell, and then it slowly goes down. After this, I wanted to get Eagle's Peaks done because this allows us to do some chinning later, and chinning can be some pretty decent money. Also, it gives us some really good early levels. We want to take all the quest XP we can get because we do have that times 10 or times 20 multiplier on it. Then after that, we tested out one of our only other money-making methods besides breaching. This is making some recoils. Recoils sell for a ton. Then we switched over and did a little bit of breach. I think breach is incredibly important for this account, especially when you have that first 12 hours of protection. You can't get hit versus anything, and usually when you die versus the monsters, you can just go back and grab your loot, so there's really no risk to it. I highly recommend anyone that is going to a breach that is lower level to just bring enough GP and supplies to get back there, because you're going to die over and over again, but you can pick up all your stuff. So what you want to do is just tele back as fast as possible, and then try to turn off your player entity hiders so you don't have all the competition of the other people being over. So we are just about out of protection. I end up getting 800 total with being outside of protection. So with our PvP timer running out, we want to focus on doing methods that are safer and will be mostly inside safe zones. There's a ton of things that you can do for this. One of them would be getting those sapphire rings and turning them into recoils. Also, another thing would be flipping. I'm going to focus on a ton of flipping and seeing how much money I can make. But again, recoils do make a lot of money, and Falador is a good spot to do that. Also, you remember those vials of water I got? I ended up selling them way back, and then I get some pretty decent profit. They can buy for like 3 each, and then you can sell for like 10 each or 90 each. It's actually insane. Yeah, so flipping makes a ton of money in this video. Most of my money was made from flipping, and I end up making like 5-10 mil just from using items that are very common. There's not a lot of trade that happens on World 45, with there only being like a 300 player base online at one time. So it's important to focus on items that are high volume items, so you can get some trades through. So after making a bit of money, I ended up unlocking something called the Nimbus Charm. Charms are something in this game that allow you to speed up your XP rates, or also give you hidden benefits within skilling. This hidden benefit would be increased thieving, so the thieving never stops until you get stunned or you get to a full pouch of money or whatever. And then also you get 5x marks of grace. This is really good because you can get full graceful super quick, and also get amethyst for stamina potions. A lot of really good charms there. Alright, so we got a ton of progress on this account, and once I get this level, I will show you all these stats and what we kind of finished off with. We are just approaching on that 1k total, and I'll probably end off the video with getting that 1k total, but just take a look at all we've made. So we have some money in the GE. Honestly, I'm just going to take this out. Let's see, so like 1 mil, and then we have some more items there, but I've been making a lot of my money off flipping, and then I've also been spending a lot of my money on Herbler and stuff, just miscellaneous stuff throughout. But yeah, as you guys can see, I've made like 10 mil, mostly in just like skilling supplies and other different weird stuff. But yeah, the video has been super fun so far, and let's get to the final reveal of the stats. Yeah, so these stats, they are so close to 1k total. As you can see, we got a lot of very high levels in this video. I didn't focus a ton on like me getting the levels. I just wanted to focus more on the money making aspects of it, and what you can do like skill wise and quest wise to help speed up an account progression to get that 1k total. This really only took like 20-25 hours, so for it being 5x experience rates, it really speeds up the process a lot. So I would say all in all, this has been a super success, and I'm not too sure what I want to do with this account. I'm either going to turn it into a level 85 bracket, or just keep it a skiller, and then maybe we could continue the series as a skiller. It's up to you guys. You guys can decide in the comments, and if you guys enjoy the video, feel free to like subscribe or something. I don't know. Have a good day.